So for our project, we decided to interview the school's administration to get a closer look into the commonalities between the people who are in charge of our school. So without further ado, the interviews.
So, what is your name and how long have you been working as an administrator?
I'm Mr. Jeff Berry. I'm the athletic director, or as is formerly known, the assistant principal for athletics and activities, and this is my 10th year here at Colonial Forge.
My name is Rosina Rains, and I became an administrator, I think it's about 15 years now. So first 15 years were teaching, and my second 15 years have been in administration.
Okay, my name is Karen Mays. I have been working as an administrator in a couple different capacities. So,
my name is Greg Daniel. I've been working as an administrator for over 20 years.
Why did you decide to become an administrator? What was the turning point in your career that marked the transition to administration?
my plan was to never be an administrator. Like when I started doing internship work as an administrator here in Stafford, that's what led me to want to come to be a full-time assistant principal.
Being in the classroom kind of got stale, and I was ready to take the next step, and I wanted to explore, professionally what. Nothing specifically. It's always been a goal for me. Probably you're getting to be at the age, a lot of our high school seniors, juniors are getting to be at the age where you're starting to kind of, think a little bit more deep about what you're going to be, what you're going to look like when you're 25 years old, what you're going to look at when you're 35 years old. So I've always had this direction in mind that this is what I wanted to go, where I wanted to be. And it wasn't one particular point or milestone that left me where I'm going to be. It's just more of a plan I had when I was sitting in the same seat that you're sitting in right now. It was going to help me grow, and this position came open, and I jumped at the opportunity to come over to Colonial Forge.
I spent 1 year in the classroom as a teacher. Wanted to work more closely with students, which is why I went back to school to get my counseling, my master's in student services.
I became an administrator because I felt like I could have a bigger impact in helping students be successful if I was in this position and I'm working with a large number of students rather than, maybe the 150 I had in class.
How does being an administrator at Colonial Forge differ from being an administrator at another school?
Oh man, that's a home run. That's a softball you just gave me there, man. I mean, this is the best school in the county, if not the state. Obviously I'm very, very biased, but the kids that we have in the school, the people we have in the school, our school community as a whole is second to none.
Yeah, when I talk to the other assistant principals in the county, oh my gosh, I'm very glad that I'm here.
What are some of the career or life milestones that led you to be where you are right now?
I guess as I mentioned, when I applied for my first assistant principal's position, I interviewed 7 times. I felt like I was in the loser's bracket. Just keep on interviewing until you win one. Just keep playing until you win something. So Mr. Daniel gave me my first admin job. That was a huge turning point for me. And it was the right fit.
How would you describe your role as an administrator?
I see my role similar to my role as a parent, and that's kind of the approach that I take in this job. I love you guys just as much as I love my own kids, because I probably spend more time with, well, not probably, I do spend more time with you than I do with my own kids. So as the father or as the principal, your number one job is to protect your students or to protect your family. So the safety and well-being of you guys is without a doubt number one.
I am in support of the principal. I support Mr. Daniel 100%. I honor the man, I respect the man, and my job is to keep him out of trouble and to make him look good, but also to work and serve the students, the staff, and the community of Colonial Forge. That's my job too.
My role as an administrator is to lead our athletic programs and activity programs to maximize what the students can get out of it, so they can grow mature and become better citizens. Part of high school is obviously the academic part, but also a bigger part is the activities that you're involved in. And when, I say this and it's kind of tongue in cheek, but it's also the truth. When you become 30, 40 years old and you look back at your high school career, you're not going to remember a lot of times that big math quiz you had to take or what happened in your biology class. You're going to look back at the activities, the athletics, and the bonds and relationships, and how that, and the adversities and how that helped you grow.
What makes, in your mind, a good or effective administrator?
I call it ICE: integrity, communication, and enthusiasm. You do those things, you're going to be really, really good.
I think any leader or any time you are in a position to help others and assist others and lead others, you got to be a good listener. I don't know it all and don't claim to know it all. You got to be able to listen to students, listen to teachers.
You have to work hard. You have to be willing to put in time, especially as at a high school. We do, a lot of, if you're involved in anything here at school, that we spend a lot of hours here. We're here for lots of nighttime activities.
Able to laugh on a daily basis is really important. You have to have good communication skills. You have to develop good relationships and good rapport with your students, with your parents, with the community.
What do you hope to accomplish as an administrator?
I think my goal is to be a positive role model, to help people as much as I can, to always make myself available, to be positive. That's what I want to be remembered for when I stop being an administrator.
I just want to continue to be able to help students achieve the best that they can achieve and leave here better than when they came in. So I would say that.
Helping people be the best version of themselves, and being and becoming the best that they can be, at whatever that is. We know college is not for everybody. Everybody's not going to college, and everyone, there shouldn't be an expectation that everyone goes to college. But we want students to be the best that they can be at whatever that is, whether it's going to college, whether it's military, whether it's going straight to the workforce. We want you to graduate, number one, but we want you to go and fulfill that dream or that goal, whatever that goal is.
So this is just a snippet of some of the interviews we've done with them, and as you can see, the APs truly do care for everything that goes on at Forge. They want to see this school succeed and for everything they've put into it. And so truly they want to help students, teachers, even the parents who like to see their kids succeed. And so even just watching a snippet of this, you can truly tell that these people care about their jobs and what they do, and that the culture they're making here is to truly make Forge a better place for everyone. And I truly just have to say thank you for